We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Now batting, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Ryu is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fisher will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
The second baseman, Kevin.
Into the box, Kevin Biggio, as he'll take a look at ball one. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside ball.
The 1-0.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
The next 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Just hung in there on that one. Another try at 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Batting 4.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
2-1 the count. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. Ramirez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Second inning set to go, and up next will be the power hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Now here it comes.
Inside, ball one. Ball, that's out.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Squared that one up just a little late.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Ready now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 7.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Full count now. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. There's 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Stepping in, John Birdie.
Batting 9. The right fielder, John Birdie.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Batting 6. The center fielder,
Here's Randall Grichik as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1 home is high and outside for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
To Aguilar for the double play. Now in the box, Rowdy Tellez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Jonathan Villar. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Villar is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Jonathan Villar is retired to kick off the inning. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Corey Dickerson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at bat. Pops this one up. Guerrero moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Derek Fisher, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Fisher bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Next will be the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Alfaro corrals it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2-0 to the Jays left fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Ramirez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. All set for the start of the fourth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Giving chase is Fisher, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
That's the ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Under this one is Grichik, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Harold Ramirez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Harold Ramirez.
From the stretch. Popped him up. Guerrero has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
The second baseman, Kevin.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And the count will be full. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Garrett Cooper. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Garrett Cooper.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Digging in, John Birdie comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
The pitch.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. And he gets ahead 0-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Has a look, now the pitch. There goes the runner. That's a strike to throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Tellez has room in foul territory. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, another foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Biggio takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The count now at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The payoff pitch. Drilled down the line. Payoff pitch on its way. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Line drive to center field. Grichik is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Leading off the inning, Bo Bichette, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Not shortstop. Whoa.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball one. Grounded to short. He's right there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. So one away here with the bases empty, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichik saunters into the batter's box next. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
1-1 to count. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now batting, number 42.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
The batter, the right field.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So striding in to Oscar Hernandez as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he lays off for ball one. Two and one.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Now here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ready for another shot now, Jorge Alfaro. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Hit back toward the mound. Bichette's got it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Good break to that one, and he's in command. 0-2. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a flare out toward right center. Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
The left fielder, Lourdes.
First pitch of the at-bat. On its way is pitch number 75. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Ready on 1-2. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Digging in, Kevin Biggio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
2-0 now. Now here it comes. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Settling in now, Danny Jansen is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. This one's down to third. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Wilmer Font is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 42, Wilmer.
All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Harold Ramirez.
Leading off for the Marlins, the center fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
3-2, full count. He's set, and the payoff pitch. pulled high in the air out to left field.
Gurriel
is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now
stepping into the box, John Birdie. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Birdie is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting,
Randall Grichik at the plate now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the right fielder. Around first, digging for 2. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. At the plate, Rowdy Tellez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Trent Thornton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 42.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
The third baseman.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's up.
1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. Jesus Aguilar waits on deck. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Count remains full. He'll try it again, 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. A payoff pitch one more time. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Swing and a liner. Foul. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Ryan Stanek is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Reese McGuire will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Popped him up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out, as that's taken in for the first out. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1. 0-1, no play.
The 1-0 delivery. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Two and 2 the count. Hernandez stands at first with 1 out. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The second baseman.
Stepping in for the Jays, Kevin Biggio. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it'll be the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Popped up. Tellez is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Rojas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Liner towards second, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder.
In now, Harold Ramirez, as he puts it on the ground to third. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting.
So to the plate, the Marlins DH, Garrett Cooper. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swing. Brandon Kinsler comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 42. Brandon.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen.
Leading up for Toronto, the catcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is foul right side. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero
into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
We witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
Hop in the foreign, go zoom, zoom. But we sure know we more. After I hit, boy, she hit the door.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Trent Thornton claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching.
They left 5 men on base. For the Marlins, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.